Please bet on football games.
I'm your host, Alex, here with the on-air talent, Joe. Joe, how you doing? Excited to be back after a little bit of a break?
Happy New Year. We fucking did it. We got the Patreon back to profitable on the season. Things are starting to make sense again.
Heck yeah.
Oh, and Giants fans are wishing public murder upon me because I said Jackson Dart's not very good.
Every week, it's just another fun little side quest for you of what fan base are you going to go to war with?
For almost no reason. Like, yeah, I don't think your quarterback that has won 2 games this season is very good, and I think that you should look to move off of him if you get a chance. Oh, yeah, you better get Charlie Kirked. All right.
Good talk.
Yep.
Well, it's actually fun to talk about our previous bets. You want to do that?
Yes, but with the caveat that we're not allowed to have too much fun because if we had simply found time to bet last week, we would have made much more units. But we simply had Christmas.
Fair.
I got drunk at a Blackhawks game, and then we couldn't podcast because I was drunk at a Blackhawks game.
I cooked a lot. So many different kinds of delicious potatoes. So who had a better time?
Well, you were serving your higher calling. But as an Indian, I was serving my higher calling. So I was drinking the firewater at a Blackhawks game. Yeah, it was pretty perfect for both of us.
All right. So given that we missed week 17, we have to talk about week 16. And wow, what a week it was. In week 16, we bet 11 units across 6 games. We won 3.42 units. We won 2/3 of our bets. That was our first our first multi-unit positive week since week 2.
But we did it. Also, let's not do a full bullshit report just because, they don't care. It's 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
I'm just gonna talk in so they can track them. All of our listeners that like to audit us. First up, we had the Los Angeles Rams over the Seattle Seahawks. That was the Thursday night game. We had the Rams money line. That was a 2-unit bet. Seahawks won. We lost.
How did we lose? How did we fucking lose? How can she slap? Next game.
2 good teams. Sometimes it comes out the wrong way. Next, we had the Chicago Bears over the Green Bay Packers. That was a money line bet, 1 unit plus 105 odds. We won 1.05 unit.
All right. How did we slap? Why can we slap? That was such bullshit.
I was about to say.
Every Chicago group chat was losing their fucking minds. It was a fun time to be back home.
Yeah, no, that game was a blast, just with the timing of it actually being important for the division, and the Bears winning in absurd fashion. But hey, we'll take it.
Brother, 2 of my union blue-collar working uncles and my bartender cousin had painted nails and Caleb Williams jerseys on for Christmas.
That's incredible.
These 3 men in combination are roughly 850 pounds. Yeah.
Next up, we had the Minnesota Vikings over the New York Giants at -3. That was a 2-unit bet. The Vikings won by 3, so we pushed.
Oh, that's weak as hell. That line was -2.5 all week. Listen, we're being extra fucking harsh on ourselves by taking the -3, goddammit. And we did it with half a game of fucking Max Brosmer.
Yeah, that did suck. But that's what it was when we made the podcast.
Weak. By the way, my 850 pounds of relatives is also 19 feet of relatives. That's gigantic people.
Large people.
With painted nails.
Next up, we had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the Carolina Panthers, -3. That was a 1-unit bet. We lost.
Todd Bowles might be the dumbest man of all. Did you watch that game?
Most of it.
Did you listen to his mid-game interview where he's like, I know we're losing at halftime, but we've already run the ball 30 times, and if we get to 40, we will win. Did you hear that? And he also said, we're controlling the time of possession, and I know we're losing, but if we keep controlling the time of possession, we will win. It's like, Todd, you're losing. You need to move the ball quicker to make up for the lack of time. And he kept running the ball. Also, his defense couldn't get a stop for shit. That's the other fun one, is defensive coaches are like, we're going to protect our defense by limiting possessions. It's like, no, you just made it so your defense has less chances for weird bullshit to happen. Like, what do you're it's all about the rate of stops. It's not about how many points go on the board. But Todd Bowles is like, no, my defense only gave up 20 points. We should have won. Well, your offense touched the ball 3 times, dumb fuck. And then your 33-year-old wide receiver 1 ran the wrong way in the middle of a play for no fucking reason, causing a game-losing interception. I can't wait for this Buccaneers team to miss the playoffs and just explode everything.
Another year ending with hate for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
This is what I get for defending Bruce Arians so hard back in the day. He curses me with his cronyism, affirmative action, promotion. Nobody was gonna hire Todd Bowles to be a coach. Certainly not for a contending team. And 5 years down the road, we're still watching this fucking idiot try to put a square peg through a wood chipper, and he just can't get fired. And apparently he's not getting fired this year either. Baker Mayfield, fake a suicide and reemerge somewhere else. There is no hope.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't even talk about what happened to them last week and how the Falcons winning out might now also kick them out, but...
Oh, we'll get there. We have 4 real games this weekend, and those are 2 of them, so we'll talk about it.
Well, we'll get some more Joe anger about the Bucs in a little bit, which I'm personally very excited for. I have questions for you that I'm holding back on.
Oh, I can't wait. Let's fly through this shit. Come on.
Next, Jacksonville Jaguars over the Denver Broncos, +3 2 units. That was a -105 bet, so we won 1.9 units.
Bo Nix did the thing he does. He sucked.
And then our big bet, and really the reason that our week was profitable, we had the New England Patriots over the Baltimore Ravens. We had 3 units spread out over the spread and money line, 2 on the money line at +130 odds. We won 2.6 units on that one, and then a unit on the +3 spread at -115, 1.87 units. Plus 3.42 units on the week. My goodness. And then we took the week off.
And you know what? I'm calling bullshit. It should be plus like 5.5 units, goddamn. The Vikings game -3 pushing when it was -2 all week and it was -1 at close, bullshit. But I don't care. We're gonna have a losing year. I'm gonna be sad about it. The Patreon is profitable. The Patreon is profitable. Week 18?
Free Patreon, mostly. Paid Patreon for you.
Paid Patreon for the picks, free Patreon for the rest of the stuff.
There you go. You want to talk about week 18?
Let's talk about week 18, because I want you to ask these questions.
First up, kicking us off on Saturday? Yeah, Saturday.
What a special day.
Oh, yeah.
And guess who's not going to get to watch Baker Mayfield play football on his birthday? Because Stalin's in town, and he's probably going to have to go see fucking Wicked or some shit on Broadway.
No way.
I fucking promise that on my fucking 30th birthday, she will say,
I'm only in New York for so many days. We have to do something fun. We're not gonna sit around and watch fucking football.
Hey, the first game of the week.
I didn't choose this visit. I wanted to be alone on my birthday. I don't like fucking...
I'm pivoting.
I'm not, and I wasn't mad until this moment. I've known about this visit for the last week, and now I'm mad.
Saturday afternoon at 4:30 Central, Eastern.
This is all Eastern time. I'm back in New York.
All right. Look it up locally. I believe in you. Saturday afternoon, we have the Carolina Panthers going to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucks are -2.5.
This is for all the marbles, but also it's kind of not. Because nobody foresaw Matt Stafford shitting all over himself and his loved ones on Monday Night Football and just throwing away a perfect... It's actually very funny. You could tell from the Rams game plan early on. Sean McVay was like, yeah, fuck the Falcons. I don't respect them. Let's just get Matthew some stats padding, some padded stats, and win an MVP award for him tonight. They were just chucking it. Fuck them. And it did not work. And if the Rams would have just used their regular game plan of like heavy run game, lots of play action, being judicious with your deep shots, like they would have won this game pretty easily. And they almost pulled it out anyway in a bullshit cacophony. And I may have live bet it when they scored the game tying touchdown, thinking surely Kirk Cousins doesn't lead another game-winning field goal drive, and he did. Regardless, the Falcons winning that game puts them in a position where I'm sure y'all have heard, if the Falcons beat the Saints, it does not matter what happens in this Saturday afternoon game because the Panthers will win the division due to a 3-way tie at the top. What's even more disgusting is that if Tyler Shuck had simply played from week 1, the Saints would have very easily won this division because Tyler Shuck wins at least one more game than Spencer Rattler, putting them in first place. One game. Think about it. They wasted 9 weeks on a 5th round pick, 3rd round pick from last year, not playing their 2nd round pick, who should have been the 1st overall pick because reasons, and therefore they won't make the playoffs.
Hey, but what if those 9 weeks were imperative to Tyler Shuck learning how to function in the NFL?
No,
9
actually,
weeks before that, he would have been useless.
I was told that because Tyler Shuck is 26 years old, he actually already knew everything and was too seasoned because while he was sitting in hospital beds with broken legs and clavicles, he was learning football. Somehow, apparently. So yeah, it's all stupid shit. The Saints are stupid, NFL discourse is stupid, but you know who's really, really stupid? Todd Bowles. He will fuck this up. He will fuck this up eternally because he still believes running the ball is the key to beating the Panthers. And the thing the Panthers kind of do best is stop the run. Mm-hmm. Now, they're not good at it, but it's the thing they do best. And quietly, ever since his mental breakdown in the middle of the season when he got hurt, I don't know if you know that. I might be breaking news here, but like it's very widely known. Bucky Irving missed like 5 weeks in the middle of the season. He was injured for 2 weeks. The rest was him having a manic psychotic break.
Really?
Yeah, he did not handle being hurt very well for whatever reason. And whether it's because last year was a bit of a flash in the pan due to great scheme, I'm nodding, or it's because he had this psychotic breakdown and now he's just not the same guy mentally, I could kind of see it, but it's like 5%. Bucky Irving has been bad this year. Not like worse, like fucking bad, like averaging like 3.1 yards a carry. And that's not good because Todd Bowles and fail son Josh Grizzard insist on running the ball every first down. And when they don't run the ball on first down, they throw screens to the slowest wide receivers in the NFL, like Chris Godwin and Emeka Ibuka, which is weird when you have like Jalen McMillan, good athlete, Tez Johnson, freaky athlete, Cameron Johnson, your superstar kick returner who doesn't know how to run around. So like maybe throw one of those 3 guys the screen. Throw Sterling fucking Shepard the screen. Don't throw the slow guys the screen. But I digress.
Shepard screens are dire times, man.
Chris Godwin and Emeka Ibuka move like tight ends and are sized like running backs.
I know, but Sterling Shepard is older and his body has just...
How old do you think Sterling Shepard is?
28, 29?
Yeah, he's like 30, 31 maybe.
Is he that old? Because I thought he was at Oklahoma with Baker.
He was.
Did he leave before? After?
32. Just turned 32.
But those have been hard years. I mean, he spent like his entire career with the Giants hurt.
Yeah, he's on his like 4th knee.
Yeah, so like he's not a guy you should be running those plays to either.
It's almost like there is a critical design flaw in the blueprint for the Buccaneers skill position players that I told them to address this summer and nobody listens to me. Let's just get real redundant and unexciting at slot receiver, god damn it.
It is, when you look back at the season, it is insane that they drafted Emeka Ibuka with their first pick.
Remember when I gave that pick a D because not only was he not worth it, but also it's the least needed position in all of football? Like, a slot receiver is not valuable, but a slot receiver is really not valuable when you already have 2 slot receivers.
Could you imagine if instead they took an offensive lineman?
Or like a superstar linebacker who was readily available. There were 2 of them. There were 2 really good linebackers, and the Buccaneers said, Emeka Ibuka is just such a good guy. Like, Jason Licht has serious he's got serious, like, how do we put this? He has a very way of evaluating players in which if he falls in love with their personality, he just has to draft them. And I can't think of a thing that's than that because like it doesn't involve football and it does involve like emotional feelings about a man's personality.
I just like that you prepared for that statement with a premeditated cut.
I knew I was going to have to edit and I didn't know how many bad things I was gonna say, so I just figured clip number 2 when I'm mixing it down will begin with bleeps.
Well done, you're learning. I don't know. I mean, they obviously have problems with the way that they pick and develop players, but
I hate everything about this team other than the quarterback, and the quarterback has a torn oblique and refuses to acknowledge that everything around him is terrible. Remember when I called Josh Grizzard a fail son? Mm-hmm. Do you remember in the offseason when I was saying, yeah, this guy got fired as a wide receiver coach from the Dolphins, and a year later he's a fucking offensive coordinator calling plays for the first time? That could be really bad. Turns out it's kind of bad. Who would have guessed? I don't know. It's crazy. The Buccaneers run one of the least diverse offenses offenses, like, they run the fewest plays. They always run the ball on first down. It's like some of these, like one of the picks yesterday, or not yesterday, this past week, the Ashton Davis pick, which, what a play. Baker Mayfield throwing an interception to Ashton Davis. My brain is exploding. I love Ashton Davis. He's finally playing football. Literally the Dolphins just set up a ploy because they realized, oh, they're definitely throwing another post to Ibuka from the slot against cover 2. That's what they always do. Let's just pretend it's cover 2, rotate into cover 3 and get an easy pick. Like, it wasn't even like a disguised coverage. It was, oh, we know what you're doing. We know this play. It's like when your buddy shows you the play on Madden and you just control the linebacker and go to where he's going to throw the ball. That's exactly what they did, and that's why it was picked off. It's not like Baker made a bad decision. It's not like he made a bad throw. It's like they telegraphed one of the 5 things they did. So I hate everything about this Buccaneers team, but wouldn't it just be too fucking on the nose for the Buccaneers to make the playoffs due to narrowly beating a not good Panthers team and Tyler Shuck taking care of business in New Orleans, and Todd Bowles is made the playoffs 4 years in a row, and you just can't fire that kind of consistency?
So my question is, what if the Bucks win? Even win, like, convincingly, but the Falcons win and the Bucks miss the playoff. Is Bowles still there?
Bowles will not be fired.
Even,
Period.
like, so if they get blown out by the Panthers,
Bowles will not be fired.
that's insane.
Ian Rappaport fucking reported it on Sunday. Now, I've heard conflicting things. I've got 2 sources inside the Buccaneers front office. One says Bowles is already gone. They're not going to call it a firing. They're going to call it retiring, and then they'll give him a job in the front office, kind of like they did with Arians. But I don't fucking know. The other says there's just zero chance he's fired. He's not even worried about being fired. Technically, both things can be true, but I would rather, if I have to guess, I'm going to guess the Buccaneers will do the stupid, uneventful thing because their owners and GM are both very stupid and very risk averse, which is strange considering they draft players and pay them millions of dollars based on whether or not they're a Boy Scout, which is pretty fucking risky because there's a lot of Boy Scouts who can't play in the NFL. I digress.
Yeah, I mean, I just wonder, like, do you think that approach changes at all after this year? Where,
Alex, week 18, they were playing with a chance to go to the playoffs again and win the division.
Yeah,
you won the division 4 years in a row, Alex. You can't get rid of that consistency. And they're going to say, Baker, how do you feel? And he's going to say, I fucking love Todd Bowles. We fight for him.
Well, yeah, but that's also Baker.
That's a character flaw in
coaches.
Baker that we've made fun of, that Justin Herbert shares. They just don't know how to complain when they should. If Baker Mayfield were to go into the office and say, this guy's a fucking moron and I'm sick of this shit, go bring me a fucking Mike McCarthy or a, Greg Udzinski or something, they might fire Bowles. But Baker had the opportunity to do that last year with Liam Cohen, and he fucking did. Because Baker is a fucking Eichmann.
I mean, I think he might just kind of like that old school kind of coach, likes running the ball. And
he's never had a coach he didn't love. He loved Freddie Kitchens. He loved
fought
Matt
with
Rule.
Stefanski all the time.
Well, yeah, him and Stefanski hate each other.
And Stefanski's one of the best coaches he's had. Like, outside of that,
I might say the best since Lincoln Riley.
Yeah, I mean, like, outside of that stretch with McVay in the NFL, he's had just a bunch of idiots.
Stefanski's better than McVay.
You think?
Yeah, I fucking do not like McVay.
Regardless, I think Baker just likes bad coaches to a certain extent.
I think Baker might be an idiot.
He might be.
I mean, we know he's an idiot. Most football players are, but he's an idiot.
Yeah. So I have more questions, but do you want to talk about the line on this game?
Ask the questions. There's 4 fucking games that matter. We're just talking ball.
What happens to Baker after this year?
He's going to play a lame duck season next year. He's going to ball out. He's going to get a big extension.
You think? You don't think they'll trade him or anything?
Consistency. Also, Baker Mayfield absolutely adores Tampa Bay. The only place he would leave Tampa for is the Rams. If Stafford wins the Super Bowl, rides off into the sunset, retires, and the option is available, Baker would like to go to the Rams. But that's it. He fucking loves Tampa.
Just, man, that's depressing.
Bleak as fuck, isn't it?
He's getting older, too.
He's 30, 31.
These years start mattering.
He's never going to win a Super Bowl. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
He doesn't do smart things off the field to set himself up for success the way a Matt Stafford did. Like, Stafford was 34 when he said, like, nah, sorry, Lions, I'm not coming back. That's 2 years, Bake. He's not doing that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I was going to ask you about, like, where might he go, but if he's just going to ride out another year.
It's just LA or Tampa. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah, and the Bucks front office still loves him because they see he's playing well and they know he's playing through a severe injury. Like, everybody on that team is impressed with him and nobody doubts him, despite what certain very, very dumb sects of the fan base feel. But yeah, no.
Will they give him? Do you think that they'll like negotiate an extension where he's getting paid $40 million a year? Like if LA doesn't become available, you think he'll just stay there?
I think he'll play out the last year of his deal, and then before he hits free agency, he'll work out a deal to be paid very, very well by the Bucks.
Just be there forever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Tampa, from what I understand, especially if you have money, is probably a lovely place to live.
Tom Brady liked it.
Yeah, I have some family that's moved around Florida, and a lot of them really liked Tampa.
It's just a goddamn shame. All right, do you have any other questions?
I mean, the only other one is if they keep Bowles, are they going to go try and find like hotshot offensive coordinator, or are they just going to roll
50-50. 50% chance they go try to find a new OC.
God, they have the flow chart of what could happen for like the leadership of this team this offseason is interesting.
Well, this is the problem. Let's say you fire Bowles, and you should. And if you don't, you're a fucking idiot, and I piss on you and your family. Let's say you fire Bowles. Who are you hiring? Your options are Mike McCarthy. Does he still care? Is he interested even? Kevin Stefanski, who hates your franchise quarterback, and who your franchise quarterback hates. Then you get down to like Clint Kubiak.
Mm-hmm.
The Seahawks offense hasn't actually been that great lately, and he mostly just runs the ball, which isn't actually impressive. Matt Nagy, I like him a lot, but the vibes are bad. In my heart of hearts, I believe Matt Nagy's a really good offensive mind who can lead a really good offense, but the vibes are so bad that it scares me and I want to say no. Like, I'd rather just take a risk elsewhere. Then you're all the way down to like Greg Udzinski, who's this 29-year-old wunderkind offensive coordinator for the Jaguars. Like, and he's like Kevin O'Connell's protege. He's a McVay protege, and everybody's like, he's going to be the next big thing. But he's 29 and he's never called a play.
Go get him be the offensive coordinator next year, and he can right the wrong.
Well, that's the other thing is
Bowles retires in 12 years. You can pass the reins to that guy.
They interviewed Udzinski to be the OC in Tampa this year, and they passed on him for Grizzard. So, not awesome. I don't know.
Second time's a charm, right? That's how it goes.
But this is the problem. There's no, and this is the next level. So like last year, I wrote this really great article. It was so good. Everybody agrees about, about how
Thanks,
you should
Mr.
never.
President.
Dude, I listened to a Joe Rogan today. I know, but it was the one with Shane Gillis, because like I got 3 hours of Shane Gillis. Come on. And they were talking about all the little plaques in the White House and reading them, and I thought they were joking, so I looked up what they really say, and they weren't.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Ronald Reagan was a really big fan of the article I wrote last summer before his death. So it's a real thing, guys. Ronald Reagan died in 2004. It was 20 years ago. Anyway, wrote a great article about how you should always hire an offensive play caller as your head coach because, one, defense just isn't nearly as important from an X's and O's perspective. There's 18 defensive plays, really. And there's unlimited amounts of offensive plays. Also, like on defense, at a certain point, it doesn't matter how clever your scheme is if you don't have the fucking horses, right? Whereas on offense, you can make Jarvis Landry get 1,000 yards with, a shitty quarterback if you scheme it up just right. So, offense is much more important. But also, even if it weren't, if you hire a coach who doesn't call plays on offense and you have a good offense for 1 year, you need a new offensive play caller because he will be hired away as a head coach, like Liam Cohen, like Dave Canales, right? So unless you want to have to every year, you're betting that one of the top 16 offensive minds in the world is unemployed. That sounds impossible, right? If I asked you who the 16 best offensive play callers are in the world, you're not going to say a wide receivers coach for the Dolphins. You're not going to say a quarterback's coach under an offensive coach who's never called plays. So you're gambling massive. But the next level that I didn't even think of in that article is because the entire league is hiring offensive head coaches and because all those offensive head coaches are calling plays, there's fewer offensive coordinators that actually do offensive coordinator things than ever. There's literally like 8 to 10 offensive coordinators who call plays in the league. One of them's Josh McDaniels. You're not fucking hiring him. One of them is Cliff Kingsbury. A lot of people don't want to hire him. Then you got shitty
Tommy
ones.
Reese with Cleveland.
He doesn't call plays. Stefanski does it. I know they say that Tommy Reese is calling the plays. It is Stefanski's offense. It looks the same.
He gave up play calling, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. For sure. I'm sure he's just mumbling to himself when the camera zooms in on him and he's got a play sheet over his mouth before the play. Totally. Like, it's like, no. Head coaches don't actually give up play call. Very, very rare. So, yeah. Like, you're limited to, like, 8 offensive play callers, half of whom suck. Like, Josh Grizzard's going to get fired because he sucks. You don't want to promote him to head coach. So, like, in the Buccaneers Buccaneers' case, the offensive coordinators out there that call plays for real and don't have oversight from a real head coach are Kevin Patullo with the Eagles. Everybody hates him. Josh Grizzard with the Bucks. Not doing great. Clint Kubiak with the Seahawks. Good, but limited. And like, we don't know if he has a second pitch. We know he can run the ball a lot and do play action, but at a certain point, you have to like have more than that. You have to have a passing offense, and he doesn't. 4, you got the dude from the Lions who's calling plays for the Jets. Impossible to know if he's any good at calling plays. They haven't had a quarterback. They might have played the worst 3 quarterbacks possible this year with Justin Fields, the corpse of Tyrod Taylor, and this Brady Cook fellow. So like, who the fuck are you hiring? You're not hiring fucking...
Petzig?
I was about to say, you're not hiring Pretzig over from Arizona. He's about to get fired and probably replaced. Like, they might not even fire Gannon. They might just fire the OC. So again, and you got the Houston offensive coordinator, Fraley, Haley, something like that. Apparently a rising hotshot, comes from the McVay tree. How many fucking people from the McVay tree can be good? Because the Texans offense doesn't look that good. It looks worse than under Bobby Slowick. But you can't hire Bobby Slowick because he's not even calling plays right now. He's been sufficiently demoted. So this is the fucking issue. This is why when you find a Liam Cohen, you say, oh fuck, bye Todd, don't care. Like, it's like dating in high school. Yeah, you feel kind of like a dick when you dump your junior year girlfriend, but when like the captain of the cheer team starts to feel you, you say bye. And yes, I did just watch American Graffiti, so I'm thinking of things in old-fashioned tropes. I don't even know what like the modern surrogate to the captain of the cheer team would be. Like the girl who plays the most video games on Twitch.
The girl with the most Instagram followers.
The girl with the cat ear headphones the most.
I don't know if that's like the cool
I'm
girl.
assuming that they all like vaguely goth pink-haired ladies.
You know, I'm gonna stop guessing about the the coolness of teens.
I'm not. But yeah, so the Bucks are fucked, and do you want to talk about the game now?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, an hour into recording, let's talk about the first game.
So it's Buccaneers -2.5.
So, like, the problem is that you should bet the Buccaneers. They're a better team. But the problem is that the Buccaneers have found ways to lose every fucking week for half the season. Let's also check the injury report, because, like, if they're without their entire offensive line again, that's probably bad.
Yeah, I'm kind of either bet on the Bucks or don't bet on the game, and I don't really want to bet on the Bucks.
Are you fucking kidding? I want to use an ad blocker. Let me. There is a better way. All right. PFF says that Wirfs is questionable. I think he has to play.
I don't think... Oh, wait. I'm looking through it. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't practiced this week.
There's just no way that they don't play him in an elimination game.
Yeah, but they also might not be, like, too excited to potentially risk an injury that knocks them out for the whole offseason. Because they don't even control their own destiny, you know?
They're gonna play.
I agree they probably will, but if he's not in a good spot, I could see them going, we still need the Falcons to lose.
I'll bet you a pack of cigarettes to one's in that he plays. And frankly, I think he'll be fine. They almost played him last week, and yeah, he hasn't practiced. It's Tuesday, so that doesn't mean anything yet. But also, if it's Saturday morning and he still hasn't practiced, I'm gonna say he's fucking playing, because it's Tristan Wirfs. He doesn't really need to practice.
Fair.
Jamel Dean, I think he broke his hand or something last week. Like, I saw it happen, and on the sideline, he was like, put me the fuck back in. And they were like, no. So he's gonna play.
Yeah, they just club him up and let him go.
Yeah. Same with Luke Gadecki. He's gonna fucking play. So the Bucks are gonna be as healthy as they've been. They're gonna have 3/5 of their offensive line healthy, with a terrible interior, including their bust of a center, Graham Barton. But hey, at least he's a good guy. And Jason Light can have a little crush on him. Other side, I think everybody's healthy for the Panthers. Yeah. Okay, so it comes down to, can the Buccaneers have like a remotely sensible game plan?
History has shown us, especially the last 7 weeks, not really.
Bryce Young is so bad, and these Panthers are so bad, and it doesn't really matter because the Buccaneers are gonna fuck their own asshole. This is the thing. The Buccaneers should easily win. A -2.5 line is a gift if the Buccaneers have 30 other coaches who are not Todd Bowles. The problem is that they could theoretically have Raheem Morris, who's basically Todd Bowles, but younger and probably actually better. Or Aaron Glenn, who I don't really know what he does. But that's it. Everybody's better. Everybody's better. Fuck it. Let's go down swinging. For the very last time this year, no matter what, 2 units, Buccaneers, -2.5.
Dude.
Fuck it, dude. It's even if the Bucks win and go to the playoffs, they're playing the fucking Rams. So they're not winning another game after this.
Yeah, I did actually already write down Buck, but 2 units. Just because it's -2.5, they're the better team. They should win. Both teams are playing for something. It's just talent on talent. Let's hope Todd Bowles doesn't kill us again. Foolish? Probably. But it's week 18.
Well, honestly, this is a decent way to know what's going to happen in this game. And for all of you out there who might bet it, this is what you do. Watch the pregame, listen to the pregame interviews, listen to the halftime interviews. If Todd Bowles starts talking about defense, complementary football, all those old cliches that nobody's actually believed in for 30 years, except for those of us who need a diaper, Buccaneers are going to lose the game because Todd Bowles is freelancing and he's going to run the ball up the middle and then do exotic blitzes and get burnt constantly in the pass game. If Todd Bowles is listening to his strategy and fourth down consultant again, if he's letting Grizzard open up the playbook the way he wants to, then the coaching will be below average rather than fucking terrible, and the Buccaneers will win. I don't know what we're going to get. 2 units Buccaneers. Again, yeah, cha-ching. Cool. Next game!
Next
Zero. There's a 5% chance that I get to watch the Buccaneers game. Negative a billion chance I get to watch Seahawks 49ers on my birthday. 0.
Saturday night, we have the Seattle Seahawks going to play the San Francisco 49ers. The Seahawks are -1.5.
5 units Seahawks. Why? Because San Francisco is the reason I'm not allowed to watch this game. Not at least 3 units, though. I actually love the Seahawks here. The Seahawks have been scuffling a little bit lately. They beat the Rams, and then they kind of just, chilled out. And even before that, and even during it, okay, here's a fun stat. Sam Darnold's 5-1 this year when turning the ball over multiple times in a game. For reference, Baker Mayfield, who's having season from hell. Is he still the guy? He's clearly hurt. Yeah, they're 1-8 when he turns the ball over 1 time in a game. Football's a team game. But the 49ers are getting a lot of press and a lot of hype because they're scoring points on offense against bad teams with Kyle Shanahan. Here's the issue. They're finally playing a real defense again. What do the Seahawks do? They stop the run first. And if you can't run the ball with the 49ers offense, you're so fucked because Brock Purdy's not it. And every time people start thinking the 49ers are it, they remind you that they're not it.
Yeah,
also,
and Mike McDonald does great against the Shanahan offense.
Always. And also, how do you make Sam Darnold play like shit? You pressure him the teeniest bit. You just blitz him, you just get just an ounce of pressure. The 49ers haven't gotten a pressure since Vietnam. They are down to their 3rd and 4th string defensive linemen. It's terrible. They're down to their backup linebackers. Sam Darnold, when he does pass, will never be pressured. Here's the other fun thing. The Seahawks run the ball a lot. The last time the 49ers had a successful run stuff, Clinton.
More recent, still old.
Yeah. No, they don't do it. Because they have no linebackers left and fewer defensive linemen left. So what are they going to do? Not stop the run. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah. No, I like it. When I saw this was basically pick 'em, I was like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, no. At least 3 units Seahawks, honestly, because it's the end of the year and we're trying to get back up to even, I wouldn't be opposed to 5 units.
Let's see where we get to in a few minutes. And I mean, we still do have the playoff where we historically do pretty well.
True.
So we don't want to then dig ourselves into a hole that then no matter how well the playoffs go, we're still negative.
The podcast has unlimited capital. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's very true. It's purely just pride.
Next game.
On to Sunday. Kicking us off in the early slate, we have the Green Bay Packers going to play the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings are -6.5.
JJ McCarthy might play, but this game is pretty meaningless. You can't bet it. You can't lay 7 with the Vikings because they're not that great, but yeah, you can't bet it. Next game.
Is Malik Willis playing for the Packers?
He has to. They're not going to play Jordan Love because they want him to be ready for the playoffs.
Well, yeah, but I thought they might save Malik Willis with how well he's been playing. In case Jordan Love gets hurt in the playoffs, they want to make sure that he's ready.
Honestly, that would be smart because Malik Willis has looked legit as fuck. Matt LaFleur carries quarterbacks, for real. We saw it with Rodgers when he was a fraud MVP twice in a row for no fucking reason. Even though he was pissing off the media and being a dick, he still got all the sympathy votes. We saw it with Jordan Love. People convincing themselves that Jordan Love... Remember 2 years ago when everybody was saying Jordan Love probably the second most valuable quarterback behind Patrick Mahomes? Multiple people on ESPN said, if you're starting a team today and you can't have Mahomes, you take Jordan Love. What? Anyway, Malik Willis is significantly better than Jordan Love through 2 games. Now, I did not like Malik Willis coming out of Liberty at all. At all. But he looks so much better as a passer. His footwork looks sane, whereas it used to look not that way. And because of it, his accuracy is not only manageable, but good. And a lot of that's because they're not making him think. They're running very standard plays. They're running a very small playbook. They're running the ball most of the time. But within that very small, spotlight, he's been fantastic. So if Malik Willis is playing, just due to the fact that the Packers don't have that many players to roster, if Malik Willis plays, decent bet. But also, I think just J.J. McCarthy's been playing really fucking well lately, like the last month or two, month and a half. And the Vikings are going to be terrifying next year again. And we're going to find all that value we lost on them early this year, we're going to get it right back.
Yeah, I just don't think you have to. I mean, I think the Packers have a little bit of interesting value there if Malik Willis plays, and depending on McCarthy, but don't need to bet it, so we'll move on. Next up, we have the Indianapolis Colts going to play the Houston Texans. The Texans are -10.
Can't lay 10 with a Texans team that can't move the ball. Can't catch 10 with Riley Leonard.
Nope. Yeah.
Next game.
Next up, we have the Cleveland Browns going to play the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals are -7.5.
A very profitable strategy for betting is to just bet against Shedeur Sanders no matter what the number. It almost always wins. I will not be doing it this week.
No, I mean, it's just that the Browns defense matches up particularly well with the Bengals offense.
Yeah.
And the Browns offense is mostly just sabotage, but still 7.5. I don't know.
I have a strong lean to the Bengals, but I will not do.
Yeah, at 7.5, I mean.
Does Miles still need to break the record?
Yes.
And he's gonna get Joe Burrow to do it? Buddy, you better get 2. If Myles Garrett does not break this record, I'm going to be sad.
Yeah, it actually will be kind of disappointing.
Massively. He had a month to break this record against some of the worst offensive lines in the league, and he didn't.
I mean, the Steelers did, like, they already throw the ball quick, but they were insistent that he was not going to do it against them.
Yeah, same with the Titans. Anyway.
We'll see. Next game, we have the Dallas Cowboys going to play the New York Giants. Cowboys are -3.5.
If the Cowboys care at all, this is an easy cover. I don't know that they will care. They're eliminated, but George Pickens is trying to get some money. Dak's always trying to get some money. Maybe they're trying to get some money.
Yeah, I don't know. It's cold. It's in New York. The season's over. I guess New Jersey.
They just cut Trevon Diggs for being a malcontent.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, and that's why I only want to put 1 unit on the Cowboys. But I went back today. People are arguing, should Tyler Shuck be the offensive rookie of the year? And I think there's a good argument to give it to Tet McMillan, who I said should have been the first overall pick, if you recall. And a lot of people said, oh, he's not even good. He should fall out of the first round. He's slow. Remember when I got...
Why are you so low on Shuck?
Well, hold on. Remember when I got virally clowned for calling Tet McMillan Big Drake London?
Yes, Drake London already big. What do you mean?
Where you at, motherfuckers? Oh no, I'm right again and nobody's gonna give me flowers, but they are gonna dunk on me when I say the right thing before they realize it. Get fucked. You're so dumb. And you all have opinions and thoughts and rights, and I don't like it. Anywho, I said Tet should have gone first. I said Shuck should have gone second. Offensive rookie of the year, Tet and Shuck. Case in point, stop thinking. Just listen to me. It's better.
What do you mean? Dart's gonna win.
Yeah, so I never in a million years thought that anybody outside Tet McMillan's fans would ever argue that Shuck should be MVP. And out of nowhere yesterday, Giants fans started bitching. What? Anybody who's watched Jackson Dart it's pretty easy to tell, oh, this guy does suck. He's not good. But for some reason, Giants fans adore him. And Giants fans are dumb, and Giants fans aren't that annoying. But the thing I always forget is that there's just a fucking lot of them, and they're all online. Just because of the sheer size of the New York metropolitan area. I always forget that. But the kid fucking sucks. I mean, he looks like a less athletic Bo Nix. He's not as fast. He doesn't have as strong of an arm. All the other problems are there. And if you take away the great physical tools from Bo Nix, you're left with a steaming pile of dog shit. So what are we doing? He's a good runner, but he's only a good runner because he's willing to kill himself on every run, which is why he's already got traumatic brain injury. And he's got 3 concussions this year.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Because every time a quarterback slides or angles out of bounds and loses about 5 yards, he puts his head down and gains 7 yards. And that's nice for a year or two, but A, running the ball's just not that efficient. And B, your career's gonna be very short. Most avocados will have a longer shelf life than Jackson Dart if he doesn't learn to stop running. But if he stops running, he's
quarterback.
Yeah, that's the thing. He can't stop running because he doesn't have the goods.
Yeah, it's a real catch-22 for Mr. Dart.
I was gonna make an analogy, but it involved women in a not nice way.
Good catch, growth.
Yeah, we do like women.
We're pro-women on this podcast.
I think they should be around. I don't think they should be on this podcast, but they should be around. Just not on my fucking birthday podcast, so I can watch Baker Mayfield.
Stop talking.
Which game were we talking about? Oh, Cowboys Giants. Yeah. So I went back this morning just to refute these fucking people because I'm like, maybe Jackson Dart's gotten better and it's close, but like I haven't watched him very much in the last 4 weeks. Oh my god, I've graded every game. It's so bad. It's so bad, and it's not like toolsy, traitsy, getting there bad. It's like Blake Bortles, unathletic, Bo Nix, things of that nature. The Josh Allen comparisons, racism. I don't get it. They're tall and have long hair generally, like not close, not remotely close. Dumb. Oh, he just needs to be developed better. The motherfucker's coaches have been Lincoln Riley, Lane Kiffin, and Brian Dable. Pretty fucking good development. It's over for him, buddy. It's not getting better. You're biased. I'm racist against all Jackson Darts. I hate that he loves Star Wars and seems like a cool dude. That's terrible. Oh wait, no, those are the best.
It's because you're obviously related to Tyler Shuck.
Is that a thing that people have been accusing me of?
No, but we all know you're a secret Irish.
How dare you? I told you about that 1% in confidence.
You're biased for Tyler Shuck because of your blood connection.
I don't, if the Giants pass on one of the 3 quarterbacks in this draft, like I haven't watched Dante Moore much. I've watched one game. I wasn't that impressed, but the physical tools are incredible. And Fernando Mendoza is so boring, but he has so much ability. He should be much less boring. Like if he just tapped his balls, he could be really, really, really good, but he doesn't, so he's not. You know what I'm saying? If them or Ty Simpson is available and the Giants pass to keep Jackson Dart, rebuild part 2, 2027.
Well, I mean, I heard that Moore and Simpson both might not even come out.
Possible. I think Simpson will, but Moore apparently won't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I think Moore definitely should. Moore's barely played.
Yeah. Simpson's played the same amount. Less, actually. But the problem with Simpson is that Alabama's probably going to want the next guy to come up. Like, they have a guy in the pipeline, apparently. So it's like, you might have to transfer. Like, you don't have to go to the NFL, but you can't stay here type thing.
The Jalen Hurts happening?
Kinda. More like the Quinn Ewers. That's another fan base. Like, Dolphins fans think the Quinn Ewers might be the guy.
Well, they've just been poisoned by the Tua thing, where now their standards are all out of whack.
He throws a ball 25 yards. He will lead us.
And they've been conditioned to vehemently defend their weak-armed but kind quarterback.
Bro, I actually had Giants fans in my mentions showing me 15-yard corner routes saying, tell me that's not an elite throw. How does he only have 3 elite throws on the season? Buddy, you are so deprived of good quarterback play that you actually don't know what an elite throw looks like anymore. Yeah. How's that not elite? Have you seen the shit other people do? Do you know? So
look no further than Cleveland and Shedeur Sanders.
That is schizophrenia and racism. That's a different thing.
I mean, there are still a lot of Cleveland people that are like, I don't know, man. Now that we're out of the top few picks, I think we just ride another year with Shedeur and give him some weapons, see what he can do.
Those are guys who don't watch. Those are guys who don't watch all the Browns games, but they know that Shedeur was supposed to be a top something pick. Those are not real people. Like, my dad started watching football again for the first time in 7 years this year because I told him Ben Johnson will fix everything and it will be fun to be a Bears fan again. And he believed me, and then he was mad at me for a few weeks, but now he refuses to thank me, but he acknowledges that I'm correct. He's very into football again. Has no idea who anybody is or what anything is. Just no clue. He thinks that Caleb Williams is going to the Hall of Fame already. Every time something goes wrong, it's Ben Johnson's fault. He thinks the Bears have an elite defense because they force takeaways. Some of these guys, especially like dudes in their 40s and 50s, they barely fucking know what their team is up to, and they just know names they've heard of. Real sentence my dad uttered to me Sunday when I was like, right before, we were hanging out in the living room before I caught my plane home. He says, he just woke up from his nap because he works nights. He's like, wow, doesn't look like any of the quarterbacks really had good games this week. I see nobody hit 300 yards. And then he started reading the yardage totals to me of each of the quarterbacks. Just passing yards.
Did steam start coming out of your ears, or were you able to
audibly giggled and got some cheesecake? Just Midwestern cope.
Truly.
1 unit Cowboys because fuck Jackson Dart. All my homies hate Jackson Dart.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that. The Cowboys are the better team.
I do love Jackson Dart's Star Wars takes. They're pretty damn good. He knows his shit.
And it's just whether Dallas cares. And they don't even really have to care that much, just like a little bit.
Do you know how badly I want to like Jackson Dart? Like, the dude wears face paint to mirror Anakin Skywalker, and I've watched all 6 Star Wars episodes that are real this year 4 times each, and I've done that every year for 25 of them or so. I hate Giants fans. Next game,
we have the New Orleans Saints going to play the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are -3.
Ooh, boy! It's the Saints. It's always the Saints. Here's the one issue. It is Taysom Hill's last game in the NFL.
Oh no.
They're gonna use him.
No! No! Cut! Cut!
I had to. I just had to wake you up with that one.
Bad.
Taysom Hill's the worst thing that's ever happened in the game of football. He averages 2 yards a carry, Alex. And I know what you're thinking. It's because he's always in these short yardage packages, 4th down, goal line, shit like that, right? Would you like to know his success rate achieving first downs or touchdowns in those short yardage situations?
Bad.
It's 18%, but it does 60% of the crimes.
But you're gonna have to cut this entire thing.
Yeah, I
Why
know.
are
I
we
already
even
know.
doing this.
I know exactly how I'm gonna cut it. It's gonna be so fucking funny. So the problem with Taysom Hill is that if he touches the ball, terrible things happen. Because here's the other really fun thing: Taysom Hill leads the NFC South in fumbles.
Oh no.
Everything's bad. I don't know. People love to be like, oh, could you gain a yard if you were inserted into an offensive lineup right now as a running back? Taysom Hill's a 35-year-old quarterback and a white guy. He's the hypothetical.
But he has the power of the Mormon church coursing through his blood. What you think about that one?
I don't see how several young women is going to help in this situation.
Going on mission in third world country.
All right, I'll clean up my fucking act.
Thank you. Goodness.
This has been the worst clip possible. I've done all my least savory jokes. But it was so
I don't even like being here, and I'm not even saying anything.
It was so fucking funny. I'm red in the face. I have a headache from laughing. What were we talking about? The Saints. So yeah, Taysom Hill is cancer, and he will hurt the Saints. But what they've kind of figured out is we'll give him a few touches early, and when they don't work, you just sit over there and let Tyler Shuck win the game. And then at the end, when Tyler Shuck has won the game, you can come in and do some stuff. I do think a really good bet would be Taysom Hill anytime touchdown, because I don't think that the nation at large realizes how fucking much this strange, useless player means to the New Orleans Saints franchise and fan base. Like, he's a cult hero, and it's the strangest fucking thing. But apparently everybody with any proximity to Taysom Hill, be it fans, be it coaches, be it ownership, they just fucking love him, which is perfectly in line with the All About Mormons episode of South Park that taught me everything I know about Mormons until I watched American Primeval, and I learned some real bad things about Mormons.
There's a lot of other information about them. Some great, some not great. But hey, that's religion for you.
I also know about Skittles. Or sorry, Fruity Pebbles. Same difference. Do you know about Fruity Pebbles?
I don't know what you're referencing now. It's got to just be so much sugar. It can't be good for their kidneys.
It literally sounds like diabetes.
I'd say, yeah, I think that is a warning sign of diabetes.
It's one of the most stringent warning signs for diabetes.
The Saints +3. Are we money line? Are we doing both?
Fuck it, we do both, because it's going to be plus 150 on the money line.
Doing our classic 2 units money line, 1 unit spread. Flip it.
2 and 2.
2 and 2. Week 18.
Yeah, exactly. Week 18. Also, just the Saints are going to stop the run fairly well. Not well, but like well enough, you know? The Falcons are a little overvalued at the moment just because they beat the Rams. Well, the Rams gave them like 5 extra possessions and they still only won by 3. And one of those touchdowns, like they had 3 touchdowns. One was a pick 6. One was a 99-yard run by Bijan. And Bijan's great. He's not getting another 99-yard run. That's not sustainable. They had 1 real touchdown and 1 last-minute field goal. That's it. That's all they really sustainably produced. Meanwhile, the Saints, just Tyler Shuck is... All right, I have to sit. Don't tell people I said this. Nobody listen. Tyler Shuck is currently playing the second best football of any quarterback in the NFL. And a lot of that is because he's, leading comebacks against bad defenses. And a lot of that is because it's a very small sample. It's only 7 or 8 games. 8 games. But he's playing incredible, and you cannot in good conscience keep him outside your top 6. So that's enough.
I wasn't really listening per your instructions, but...
Oh, I was just saying that, Tyler Shuck is at worst top 6.
I'm kidding.
I know, but people need to
Um,
know that I think this, but I'm not putting it on Twitter because I just don't want to be Charlie Kirked.
Fair enough. And you get in enough Twitter fights, so you don't need to stoke additional ones.
Yeah.
Only thing I'll throw back at you is these teams did play like a month ago, and the Falcons won 24-10.
You know why?
I mean, Tyler
Tyler
Shuck threw the ball 40 times.
Tyler Shuck led the Falcons to the goal line 4 times. You know what happened then?
It's bad to lead the other team to the goal line. Lead your team goal
They moved the ball to 1 yard or within 5 yards of the end zone
for his own team.
for his own team. Then they put in Taysom Hill.
And you think that it's not going to happen in Taysom Hill's retirement game?
I think that at the least they've learned, because they have actually really changed how they use Taysom Hill at the goal line. In the first few games of Tyler Shuck's season, it was like, all right, we're inside the red zone, Taysom Hill time. Do not even attempt to let Tyler Shuck play. They've realized that doesn't work, and they've also they're really excited about Shuck. Like, it's kind of wonderful when you see a team wrap their arms around a player that deserves it. Like, as much as they didn't understand what they had in August, they certainly do understand what they have now, and that's good. And it's completely changed the way they call plays in the red zone since that Falcons game, actually. And frankly, they didn't even kick field goals on these. They had 3 points on 4 low red zone trips because they would just keep on running the ball up the middle with Taysom Hill and turning it over on downs. They're not going to do that. And if they do give Taysom Hill the ball, they're going to be a lot more creative because those were all quarterback dive. They're not going to do. So I think the Saints win this game outright. I think it's largely because they trust in Tyler Shuck and he's just that good. I think that the Falcons are kind of very overrated because they've had a couple of high profile wins that they weren't really deserving of.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down with it. Like, yeah, the Falcons won pretty recently, but I agree with you. And honestly, I'll ride with the quarterback we like. He's been playing really well. And like you've said, if he played a few more games, this might be a lot more, this game might be viewed a lot differently.
Brother, if he played 2 games, if he played the Bears game, that's it. So yeah, $4 Shuck.
I like it. 4 units. Cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
Closing out the 1 o'clock slate, we have the Tennessee Titans going to play the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jags are minus 12.5.
I ain't touching that shit. I lean Titans. Jaguars have very little to play for, but they might play for seeding. Meanwhile, the Titans have looked better lately, but Cam Ward is still erratic. Next game.
Next up, we have the Miami Dolphins going to play the New England Patriots. Patriots are minus 11.
Next game.
We have the Kansas City Chiefs going to play the Las Vegas Raiders. The Chiefs are minus 5.
Nobody's playing in this game.
No,
Next game.
impossible to guess. Next up, we have the Detroit Lions going to play the Chicago Bears. Are minus 3.
This is a juicy one. The Bears are going to care because they're playing for seeding, right? If the Bears win and the Packers lose, the Bears will play the Packers in Chicago. I have a pinched nerve from sitting wrong during my flight back home, and now my right tricep is just making very bad feelings.
That sounds miserable.
It's weird. It's only like sometimes. I thought I tore my tricep for a second, and I was like, I haven't even done anything. I'm 30 years old, and I'm already falling apart.
Not yet.
The thing is just, like, the Lions are going to try, right? Because it's Dan Campbell. They have to. It's Dan Campbell. So if both teams are trying their darndest, I don't know who wins. I think the Lions do, and I lean to the Lions. Like, the Bears' offense is a little bit fraudulent. That 49ers game, while I watched it on the plane. It was very fun because, like, the whole plane was people from Chicago. So everybody was just, like, watching the game on their phones and cheering together.
That's a blast.
But so I was watching my game on my phone, so I couldn't chart, but, like, the general sense I got on my tiny screen was, oh, the Bears' offense is looking really good. Caleb Williams is playing really well. Next morning, I woke up and I charted the game on the All-22. Oh, the 49ers just don't have a defense. Like, Caleb's not pressured. Nobody's covering anybody. It's all, like, 5 to 8 yard throws. They're wide open. That's not sustainable. Like, almost all of Caleb Williams' impressive plays were 3 deep shots that he hit. And being that Caleb Williams has now hit 4 deep shots in a row, it's highly unlikely he hits any of the next 10. Just like going off of past performance. Like, his deep accuracy on the season's up to 40%. Each of the last 3 years, it's been in the low 20s. So probably going to come back down to earth.
He's growing.
I doubt it, but we'll see. It'd be huge if he was, but I doubt it, but we'll see. He certainly does look a lot better.
I looked up weather, and I mean, it's going to be chilly, but not freezing, and the wind won't be anything special.
Yeah.
Light breeze.
So I lean Lions plus the 3, but it is Goff in the cold.
But it's not windy.
All right, Lions for 1 unit plus 3.
Sure. I'm torn between these two. I don't really have a read on it, so I'll just ride.
Ben Johnson going 0-2 against his Lions in an otherwise immaculate season would be so deeply ironic and tragic.
Well, give him something to work on for next season.
I was going to say, it's going to be the fire that motivates him all summer. The Lions are just a way better roster similar top to bottom. The difference is the Bears have a better coach and a better quarterback, but when the defensive discrepancy is that big, Lions +3. At best, I just don't think the Bears can get enough stops. And if the Bears don't get a takeaway, they're not going to win. So yeah, Lions +3.
Fair enough. Cha-ching. Next up, we have the New York Jets going to play the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are -7.
I'm not betting on Brady Cook. I'm not betting on Mitch Trubisky.
Nope. Next up, we have the Washington Commanders going to play the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are -7.
There's actually some value in that. Commanders are going to be playing nobody because they have nobody left. The Eagles are going to be playing their backups, but that means they upgrade dramatically at quarterback. Monitor. If the line moves, if you can get the Eagles like -3 because the Eagles play Tanner McKee, hammer that bitch. Swing like John Henry with the double whalebone hammers, beating the locomotive. That's a deep cut.
Good. I liked it.
You read that book?
What's that?
You know that one?
John Henry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about John Henry.
John Henry is fucking... I cried.
I remember there was some... I remember reading the stories and stuff like that growing up. I remember there was some movie that was like John Henry was like a character in the film of just him being like mythical, like being able to hammer faster than a machine. And
he beat the coal locomotive. He beat the coal locomotive.
Exactly. Smith, legend.
Respect John Henry.
So if the Eagles get to -3, bet how many units are we betting?
5? Genuinely the best bet of the year.
Okay. Conditional cha-ching. If you can get the Eagles -3 with Tanner McKee playing quarterback.
Or Sam Howell.
5 units. Fuck 'em.
Fuck 'em.
Next up, we have the Arizona Cardinals going to play the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are -7.
Do they play Garoppolo or do they try to get Stafford the MVP one more time?
I feel like they gotta play Garoppolo. With how
Next
fragile
game!
Matt Stafford is,
Yeah.
you don't want him to, like, if he gets hurt in a meaningless game in week 18.
It's not meaningless. It
before
could
the
be his
playoffs.
MVP. It could be his MVP.
Yeah, but he could win another Super Bowl.
He's gonna get to play against the fucking Panthers or Bucks in the next game anyway, so it's fine. Give him a rest in the second half of that game.
Yeah. Fair enough. I mean, I don't know. The line seems to think he's playing, given that it jumped or dropped 7 points.
Next game.
Closing out the late slate, we have the Los Angeles Chargers going to play the Denver Broncos. The Broncos are -12.5.
The Chargers are not playing Justin Herbert. So this line moved dramatically, moved like 6 points, as it should. Strong, lean Broncos.
Yeah, but it's freaking 12.5, man. And the Broncos still won't care that much because, like, once they get up, they don't need to win by any margin.
Yep. I just don't think the Chargers will literally move the ball at all.
Yeah, probably not.
We got one more game, and it's one of the few that actually matters.
Closing out week 18, right? Because there's no Monday Night Football.
Closing out the 2025 regular season from hell.
We have the Baltimore Ravens going to play the Pittsburgh Steelers for the AFC North title. The Ravens -3.5.
Do we know if we have Lamar?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean he has a bruised back. That's his injury designation. That feels like a lie.
Yeah, maybe lacerated a kidney.
No, like it's seriously, they say back contusion. It's a fake
That's
thing.
where kidneys are.
Man, I fucking guess. Here's the thing. Lamar's been bad this year. Like, not bad for him. He's been terrible. So, like, if he plays but he refuses to run, that's a downgrade from Tyler Hunt. On the other hand, the Steelers just suck on offense. Like, they don't do anything. They rarely throw the ball beyond the line of scrimmage. And when they do, they're not great at it. Now they don't have DK Metcalf. Strong, lean Ravens.
That's where I'm at. I mean, I also want the Ravens to win, if I'm being honest, because I just get so sick of the Steelers every year.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin may or may not be living the Todd Bowles life, but like 25 years on. We can't fire him. We just made the playoffs. But we shouldn't have. And it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, but I mean, at least Tomlin, like, they haven't had good rosters for years. And they still keep winning 8 or 9 games every season.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I think Tomlin's a much better coach than Bowles. I just don't think he's very good. I think Arthur Smith is bad. And that's a problem.
Yeah.
Hey, Marcus Mariota actually sucks. He couldn't even produce in Arthur Smith's offense, right? Oh, no. Oh, no. Shit, Joe was right again. Well, nothing to see here. Yeah, I lean Ravens just because I don't believe in Arthur Smith. I don't believe in this rendition of Aaron Rodgers, the corpse that he is. I think the Ravens have a better defense, even though I think both of these defenses are pretty underwhelming. Like, both of them are much worse than they should be. But I don't like laying 3.5 in a game that's probably going to be very low scoring. So
yeah.
I'll throw a unit on the Ravens, but I don't want to throw more. And that's agnostic of who plays quarterback. I don't care.
So are we betting on the Ravens?
Yeah, and like with the caveat that like wait until you know who's playing quarterback.
What if the number moves one way or another? Do you have any conditions on that bet?
Yeah, if it hits 4, if it goes over 4, so if it's minus 4.5 or is more substantial, don't bet it. If it's 3.5 or better, so like if they say, oh, Tyler Huntley's playing and it shoots down to pick him, double it. I mean, but yeah, 1 unit Ravens minus 3.5. Don't care who's playing quarterback. If it is Tyler Huntley and you get him pick him, double it.
All right. I'll keep track of that.
Sure.
Okay. So those are all of the games for the final week of the regular season. Recap all these bets.
Time for me to start editing aggressively.
You gave yourself a lot of work this week.
Yeah, but it was worth it because if I didn't, this was such a boring slate that like you would have lost interest.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's fair. It's week 18.
I crab swirled you intentionally and it was good.
That's fair. There's just so few interesting games.
Yeah, no, it's a bad year. It's a bad year. Like, we can say it now. The entire year has happened. Not a good year of football. The script writers need to do better.
They do.
But the playoffs are setting up to be crazy because none of the good teams have really played each other this year, and none of the good teams are good. So naturally, the NFC is going to be half rematches.
All right. To recap the bets, first we have Tampa Bay over Carolina minus 2.5. It's a 2-unit bet.
Hopefully, the last time we ever bet on Todd Bowles.
Hopefully. We have Seattle over San Francisco at minus 1.5. That's a 3-unit bet.
Do you want to make it 5?
I mean, we can. It's just also that, like, Sam Darnold has his moments.
5.
But, I mean,
they can't blitz him.
Crack. All right, 5 units. Dallas Cowboys over the New York Giants, minus 3.5, 1 unit. New Orleans Saints over the Atlanta Falcons, plus 3 at plus 102 odds, 2 units. And money line at plus 150 odds, 2 units. And then we have the Detroit Lions over the Chicago Bears, plus 3, 1 unit. We have the Baltimore Ravens over the Pittsburgh Steelers, minus 3.5, 1 unit. Wait for that to see who the quarterback is. If it goes to over minus 4 for the Ravens, don't bet on it. But if you can get Pick'em, like Huntley plays, 2-unit bet now.
A double contingency final bet of the season.
And then we have one other contingency, which is if the Philadelphia Eagles get to minus 3 over the Commanders, bet 5 units.
If they're playing anybody but Jalen Hurts.
Wow, what a week 18. What a way to send us off into the playoffs.
We're going to win every one of these games and break even on the year. And then we're going to make bank in the playoffs.
How funny would that be?
It would be the best thing.
They wouldn't believe it. The people trying to Charlie Kirk you would.
They don't believe it anyway. Doesn't matter. All right. With that, time to go get ready for Stalin to visit so I can not watch football all weekend. Have fun betting on football games. I won't. Asta.